Joshua Tree, California is known for many things. Most notably, its national park, home to the iconic Joshua Tree and many rock formations. However, just outside the gates of Joshua Tree National Park, visitors will discover a whole other side to this fun and quirky desert town. In today's video, I'll be sharing all my favorite weird things to do in Joshua Tree. Our first stop is Desert Christ Park in nearby Yucca Valley. Okay, so this is Desert Christ Park. It is a park with over 40 Jesus statues on a hill overlooking Yucca Valley. So the sculptures in this park depict various scenes from Jesus's life, and the sculptures themselves were created by a local artist from nearby Inglewood, California, and the park is free to get in and is open from sunrise to sunset. Next up is Krblin Jihn Kabin, which is definitely one of the most unique things to do in Joshua Tree, but if I'm being honest, I'm not entirely sure how to describe this place. Apparently, this site is part of a project by artist Ames Demetrios, who is constructing a three-dimensional fiction with stories told via plaques and historical sites. The website Atlas Obscura describes Krblin Jihn Kabin as, quote, the home of a fictional heretic from a parallel universe. So I'll let you visit and decide on your own what this place is all about. Next, we're visiting the Outdoor Desert Art Museum, which was one of my favorite stops in Joshua Tree. The Outdoor Desert Museum features the work of artist Noah Purifoy, who died in 2004, but was best known for the sculpture he created from the charred debris from the 1965 Watts Rebellion. The sculptures here in Joshua Tree were created entirely from junk materials, making this truly a unique desert art experience. And this is a fun place to take pictures. I recommend coming during the middle of the week to avoid the crowds. Our next stop is the famous Art Queen Gallery and Tiny Crochet Museum. You'll find the world-famous Crochet Museum right next door from the Joshua Tree Saloon. It's free to get in and come see all the cute crochet pieces on display. And there's also a gallery on site with photographs and paintings on display. And right behind the art gallery is a small gift shop. And if you happen to be looking for souvenirs in Joshua Tree, you can also head just up the road to the station, which is a quirky gift shop located in a former 1949 Richfield service station. The gift shop sells everything from souvenirs to t-shirts, Mexican blankets, jewelry, vintage items, and vinyl records. If you're looking for a unique gift for somebody, this is a good place to get it. Next up, we're going to the Glass Outhouse Art Gallery, known for these two famous outhouses. The outside is mirrored, so you can't see in. However, from the inside, you can see out through the tinted glass. And I will say, while I did not use the facilities here, I was impressed with how clean they were, and I decided to step inside just to check it out. Elsewhere on the property, you'll find several acres of sculptures and art pieces. I enjoyed walking around and taking pictures, though I do recommend coming earlier in the day so the light is not so harsh for your photos. I also really enjoyed this chapel. This was actually my favorite piece on the property, and I was told by the very friendly lady who greeted me when I arrived that several impromptu weddings have actually taken place in front of this chapel. I also thought it was a nice touch that they included a small cemetery visible right outside the window. The next stop is Roy's Cafe, located along historic Route 66 in Amboy. This is mostly just a fun spot to take some pictures and enjoy a drive out in the desert. The hotel and cafe are no longer operating, and it's mostly just a convenience store at this point. Next up, we have Wonder Valley Hot Springs, which was a last-minute idea that I had, and I'm so happy I chose to go for it. For this experience, I basically booked a private soaking tub in the middle of the desert at sunset. It was just me, and then way across the way there was one other person, but I never saw them. And it was really cool. I highly recommend doing this if you're into hot springs or just want a unique place to watch the sunset. And my final recommendation for weird things to do in Joshua Tree is to make sure you get to eat at La Copine. Now, the restaurant itself, I wouldn't call it weird, but it is unique in the fact that it is probably the best food that you are going to find out in the desert. So do yourself a favor and make sure that you contact them. Go to their website, I'll link it down below, and request a reservation. I promise you will not regret it. And that's it for this week's video. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel and like this video if you haven't already.